What's up, Hambone here, and Naughty Dog finally announced their DLC plans in full, and it was released about, I think, 9 a.m. this morning Eastern Time, and finally got around to making the video for it. But the DLC plans that they had are actually, I figured they would release something similar to this, but not in the order that they are doing it. I've linked the article in the description below. If you don't like hearing me talk, you can go ahead and click on that and read it. But what they are doing now is they are releasing 2 multiplayer add-ons, and then they are releasing a single player add-on. But the order in which they are doing it is different than I thought. I thought they were going to be releasing the single player add-on next. I thought that was going to be the next thing that they were going to give us, since they gave us the game mode last late last month, and now they are pretty much saying no, we haven't even pretty much made this the single player DLC, but we are going to give. There is a map pack coming out, and is the first of the DLC items, and it includes 4 maps. There's going to be a map, I guess it's going to be similar to Dam and Lakeside in the fact that there is going to be a dust storm that blows through. The map is called Suburbs, and it's probably going to be in more of a housey area, but they said there's going to be a dust storm that goes through there. So that's pretty cool. I do like Dam and Lakeside. They are my favorite maps, so I should like that one. Then they have more or less a standard map, I guess you could say, in the fact that there isn't anything necessarily special to it, but it just looks pretty, and it's in a different environment. It's called Bus Depot. They've said it's going to be in an urban environment, and they're going to have like giraffes and wild animals in the background. Then they are giving us a map more similar to what I'm going to be guessing is downtown and high school, in the fact that it's going to be a very dark map is what it's saying. The only light to the map is going to be the moonlight, and they said it's going to be a very stealthy map. This map's going to be called Hometown, and then they have a map called Bookstore, which is going to be a multi-level map. I imagine it's going to be similar to... Wow, I can't think of what the map's called now. I imagine it's going to be similar to... Well, I guess it's going to be similar to the campaign if you played at the bookstore there, but I imagine it's going to play like the building on Checkpoint is what I imagine. They don't have any like good detailed pictures of anything, but I imagine that's what it's going to play. It's going to play like the building on Checkpoint, and it's going to be very vertical type of gameplay map. So they're giving us maps for the DLC. Of course, you have to buy it if you don't have the season pass on October 15th. Also, when the first DLC map pack drops, they are also releasing, at least I think it's rather going to be, I don't think it's before, but they are releasing 60 new head customization items. And there's 60 of them, and if you have the season pass, they're all free for you. If you don't have the season pass, then you have to pay for each item individually, or they might come in sets. They didn't clarify clearly what they were doing with it, but they showed 2 of them. One is this very cool looking mask. It has like teeth and like a nose on it, and then they have like a leather looking football hat from like the 1800s. Football is in American football, not soccer. But yeah, so if you have the season pass, those are free, which I do, which is pretty cool, and something that I also wasn't expecting to happen with the DLC. But the single player DLC, they finally finished casting a new character for the DLC, and they've said that this DLC, the single player, will drop somewhere between December and January. So it's dropping a little later than I expected it to, but if you're a person who is only for this game for the campaign, kind of disappointing that it's coming out as late as it is. But if you're a person who doesn't care about the multiplayer and you only care about the campaign, you can wait for it, because it's campaign based. It's not like you have to play the multiplayer all the time, and it's a little later than I would have liked it to be, but still nice that they are finally getting it done, and they are going to start actually shooting for the single player DLC next week, from what they've said in the article. And then the last thing is they are having a third piece of DLC which will come out in the first half of 2014, and they didn't reveal much information. More than likely, I'm betting this is going to be some sort of horde type mode. I hope so anyway, because as soon as I hadn't even thought about it, but as soon as someone mentioned a horde type mode on my DLC thoughts and ideas video back like a month or two ago, I got super excited for a horde mode because I love horde on Gears of War, and I love the co-op modes on the Uncharted games. So I imagine that I imagine it can be pretty good. So I imagine that's what's going to be. But yeah, that's really all there was to the article. You can read it for yourself, look at some of the pictures that come with it. But if you liked the video, thought it was informative, be sure to give it a like. Check out the rest of my channel. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.